Hi, I'm Alex from Southern Ukulele Store, and it's that time again where we talk about Kala Revelators. It's been several months since we've had some. I've been in back and forth communication constantly with the factory going, Marcos, when are you going to make us more Revelators? And I had some delivered. They were hand delivered by Mike Upton, the CEO of Kala. At the Cheltenham Ukulele Festival of Great Britain last week. Those that are saying, but there's no baritones. The baritones are about 4 weeks behind. They are in production right now. We have some more baritones coming in about 4 to 5 weeks from the point that this video was published. Let's have a look now at the Hawaiian Koa Whiskey Sunburst tenor. First up today is this very special NSL Koa Tea. This is a Hawaiian Koa with a whiskey sunburst finish. And I think we can agree, certainly if I put this into certain lights, the browns and the oranges in this finish are gorgeous. It's really subtle. Why sunburst finish? Well, actually, sunburst finishes, going back more than 100 years, have been a good way of covering up woods that have, perhaps like a bit of a blemish, so you can get a really nice piece of wood, like 90% of the grain is gorgeous, and then the outside, maybe there's a bit that's, a bit unsightly, so you cover it up with the black of a sunburst. This isn't a new thing. Gibson, Martin, been doing this for well over 100 years. Some violin builders even longer, some mandolin builders even longer. But I like that here, this is done really tastefully. The outer rim of this ukulele is black. You've got some really lovely wood grain there, especially when you get up close and you can see the detail in it. And then on the back here, you've got the same again, and the outer rim is all black. Now, I'm saying about how sunburst came to be, I don't think there is any blemish on this. Certainly, if there is, it's covered by the sunburst, and it's more of a cosmetic thing anyway. This ukulele has gold hardware with black buttons, and on the front you can see it has an abalone koa leaf inlay, the Kala US logo with that headstock shape, a 36mm nut width. It has the Revelator strings on, which are 2 wound and 2 unwound. The unwound are Worth browns, the wound are D'Addario silver wound strings with a nylon core. You have the fit to the body. I like to show these off because I think that's the real marvel of the Revelator. It's the reason I like mine. The bit where it's just carved in, that's the bit we focused on when we went and watched them being built. An undersaddle piezo to a gold end pin socket. The earliest Revelators that Pete built, some of them were Hawaiian Koa. I always felt like it was an A-choice wood for this instrument. We had a Revelator previously that had a Hawaiian Koa front and mahogany back and sides. This is the first one that we've had with an all Hawaiian Koa body, and I love that you get the filtered, sweeter sound of a Revelator, and with more of that added in, what you get from the harp-like sound of Hawaiian Koa and the filtered sound of this. It's going to make a really lovely smoothie on the ears, isn't it? Let's give this a play and see what you think. Next up today, we've got the Real McCoy, the standard model in the Revelator series. This is the NSP KORT, which stands for Nautilus Style, sound hole design, Premium Korina, KOR, Korina, T for tenor. I love when these codes just look like nonsense and we try and decipher them. It's my favourite thing I do on these videos. So you've got a Korina tenor here. Korina is the African hardwood that Pete first really kind of put with the Revelator and said, this is I think the A combination. Carla ran with that, and for the first year and a half the Revelators have been in production, this has been the choice wood if you're looking for an introductory priced US Revelator. So for example, this is typically about 20% cheaper than a custom. This Korina model is the standard price point. Now, I'll be honest with you, I have a Revelator. I purchased a Revelator with my own money and I chose Korina. I like how it looks, I like how it sounds. I just think the wood combination together is great, and certainly at this point I didn't see any benefit to getting a different wood combination when I was really happy with how sweet these sounded. So we always try and stock a few of these. I've got 3 of these in on this delivery. You have a shell inlay on the fingerboard, a standard Carla headstock with an ebony faceplate. You have silver hardware on the premium model. That's another difference worth noting. A lot of the limited models and master grade models will have ebony fingerboard and bridge and gold hardware. This has a royal blackwood fingerboard, which is a manufactured wood, a really hard manufactured wood made by using offcuts of other hardwoods glued together. There's a more scientific explanation than that, but I like how it feels under the fingers. It feels like ebony. A 36mm nut width with I think this is a Hawaiian nut. Yes, this is a Hawaiian nut, so kind of another manufactured material for the nut. You have a Hawaiian bridge. And once again, just have a look at how these join together. They're just so smooth, it's satisfying to look at. It's like looking at a jigsaw puzzle piece that just fits perfectly. You've got that Nautilus style sound hole on all of these with the Revelator logo inside. Let's give the NSP KORT a play and see what you think. Last up today we have a master grade Korina Revelator. This is known as an NSL KORT, Nautilus style limited Korina tenor. This is the same ukulele in theory as the premium model, but you have a much more figured piece of wood for the body. There is more figuring in the neck, which is a nice feature you don't see anyway. The actual Korina on the neck on this is gorgeous. Going up to gold hardware with black buttons. You still have that 36mm nut width with the shell inlay halfway up the fingerboard. It's an ebony fingerboard and bridge on this model, and it's a pin bridge. This is a ukulele that no matter what angle you look at it, you're thinking this is stunning. Really pretty, really gorgeous piece of woods put together. Pieces of woods put together. It's a bit early, forgive me. And once again, you've got that Revelator logo inside the Nautilus style sound hole. Let's give these NSL KORT a play and see what you think. They're so bloody different. There have it, folks. We've taken a look at some more Revelators. What did you think of that Whiskey Sunburst Koa tenor? Gorgeous, wasn't it? Absolutely stunning. I still think, for me, I think the Korina is still my favourite wood combination. The pear and the bloodwood that we've had previously were both stunning, but they felt like one-offs. I guess what I'm trying to say is that there's nothing standard about the standard model. The standard Korina tenor that they do is great. Whether you go for the master grade or the premium, you're getting, I think, a really good, really expressive and articulate ukulele for the money. Anyway, you know what I think. What do you guys think at home? Let us know in the comments section. You can contact us 01202 430820 or email us at alex@ukulele.co.uk. I'll be back very, very soon.